Back in 1985, Reagan laid out what was known as the Reagan Doctrine, which was that the U.S. was going to support resistance movements around the world to counter Soviet aggression. In the last few months, this president, President Trump, has pulled U.S. troops out of northern Syria, abandoning our Kurdish allies. He's talking now about a peace deal with the Taliban and pulling out of Afghanistan. When it comes to fighting ISIS, when it comes to fighting the Taliban, isn't what President Trump is now doing the exact opposite of the Reagan Doctrine?
No, not at all.
We seem to be pulling back from fighting terrorism, where Ronald Reagan was leaning forward in terms of fighting Soviet aggression.
President Reagan knew what the threat was. The threat at the time was the USSR. And what President Trump knows is our long-term challenge is Russia and really China. And so the key, you mentioned Afghanistan, we've been in that country for 18, 19 years. The only way forward is through a political agreement. So if we can reach a political agreement between the Taliban, the current Afghan government, and us, to ensure that Afghanistan is no longer a safe haven for terrorists, that's a good thing. It also allows us to free up troops to redeploy against those two other countries that we're most concerned about in the long term.